we have to do this for children's future, or otherwise we'll have no country.
What about our citizens? What about our daughters? My daughter goes out with her friends. Why should parents in Ireland have to stay up till 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, worrying will their daughter walk in the door?
Well, it's certainly a beautiful but very windy day here in Rosslare in Ireland. And as you can see behind me, I'm stood at the Rosslare Port. Now, I've travelled over from the UK this weekend as a protest is meant to be taking place by people within the community about the illegal immigration. And this is the spot where some of those men are coming in. Now, there's real concerns from people within the community, and that's exactly why I'm here this weekend, to find out what those concerns are. I'm Sammy Woodhouse, reporting with Rebel News. So you're here today doing a protest. What is it that's been going on?
Mass illegal immigration, all controlled by the Irish government. The criminal cartel, we put them at that, an Irish government, they're a criminal cartel. They're absolutely destroying this country. And they're putting every man, woman and child in the gravest of danger over here, and it has to stop. We have these people down here, you know what Garda Síochána stands for?
What?
Guardians of the peace. Yeah, they should be called guardians of the people, traffickers, because they're overseeing the whole lot of this and the plantation of this country.
Why does Sky News not talk about it? Why does BBC not talk about it? RTA, they're all the same. They just do what the government tells them. So they're not representing the people, they're representing their back pockets.
There's going to be a tipping point in this country that, as I always like to compare, if you pump enough air into a balloon, the balloon's going to burst.
Yeah.
You keep bringing these migrants in at the rate they're bringing them in, the country's going to burst. The question is, which way is it going to burst? Is it literally going to burst into a civil war? And the Irish people, a lot of people have said the Irish have fallen in comments. The Irish haven't fallen. And the reason the Irish haven't fallen is because we haven't risen yet. And that's a simple fact. We are Irish, and we're not going to let this happen. And we are going to take whatever means it takes, starting today, to disrupt the regime's plans to do what they're doing to this country.
First, tell me why you're here.
For my children's future.
Okay.
Our beautiful country has just been decimated. The corrupt government is allowing everyone into our country. Illegal immigration is a massive problem in our country right now.
And how has this been affecting the community?
Well, I, for one, as a woman, I'm nervous walking around after dark. I'm not comfortable. I go in around my own city of Waterford. I feel like an alien. I feel like a minority.
There 2 weeks ago, 3 people at the hall doors their neck was cut.
Wow.
In Dublin. So it's disgraceful now at this stage. And there was a guy murdered there last week. He was an immigrant as well. But there's a good few things that happened. A woman attacked at 6 o'clock in the morning walking her dog.
Oh, wow.
So there's loads of attacks.
Yeah.
And that's only what we hear.
Well, the mass migration that's flooding into the country is mainly third worlders, and they're abusing our Céad Míle Fáilte, our welcoming ways, and our empathy towards people. But the Irish people that are suffering aren't being looked after. The services in the country are broken. They're not building hospitals. They're not building schools. There's no autism supports in the county I'm from, Tipperary. Like, what's going on is wrong. And if loving your country and your culture makes you far right, I'm the furthest right. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't be swearing, but I'm leaning further to the right every day because they're destroying our culture and they're destroying our country for profit.
This is the Ireland that I'm living in. What happened to the Ireland when we used to go down to Mosney with our kids? Or we used to go, if we had the money, we'd go on a holiday every couple of years, where you were safe to go out and play in the playground and go across. Why can't we have that? Why is that gone? And the politicians have failed us, and we're here to call them out. At the end of the day, these people only care about the safety. It's about safety. It's about keeping our people safe. And the politicians in Europe's a basket case. It's a complete and utter basket case. It's falling apart. There's crime all over Europe. They don't talk about it.
Do you feel Ireland is still Ireland?
I love Ireland, always will. and the beauty of Ireland will always be. But regarding Irish people, I just feel they need to wake up now and get out and fight for our country.
Obviously, Sammy here will tell you. Sammy not had information that today was cancelled.
Yeah, I got sent it, yeah, when I got to
so-
Ireland and I messaged,
so
I was like, oh.
The iPass centres that they're protesting here, Sinn Féin people have taken over the protest, and that's why they have did a deal with the guards.
Yeah.
And that's why that statement was put out to say Rosslare was cancelled.
And as you can see behind me, the protesters have now blocked off the road. All the truckers are backed up. So we're here. Tell us a little bit about who you are and why you're here.
Right, I'm Councillor Gavin Pepper from Dublin, and this, I think it's a group that call themselves the Patriots of Air or something, have called a protest here that they said, so I'm down here to cover it. This is about the illegal immigration issue that's going on in Ireland. You know, some of the illegal migrants have came through this port on lorries. This crime has risen in Dublin, across the country, and the government in Ireland don't seem to be listening to the people. It's time to close the borders.
So there's some people here that are protesting against the immigrants that are coming in on the boats. What do you feel about that?
Sorry, I can't give that answer.
Okay. Do you mind me asking how you guys came here?
I'm not gonna give this answer. Sorry.
Basically, the mainstream media is brainwashing the majority of Irish people. They feel if they get up and fight for their country, they're going to be labelled far right, which is ridiculous, or fascist or racist. They're just been brainwashed by the mainstream media. And if you could just forget about being labelled and tagged, I mean, that's what you have to do. And just isms, obes, they're just used to keep you quite lockjaw, as John Waters would say. It is.
Poverty is rampant in our country, and yet people have to sit back and watch illegal immigrants walk into our country, into top of the range hotels. Why aren't our homeless in the likes of the Holiday Inn or these big lovely hotels? Why aren't they getting the meals a day? I'm a taxpayer, I'm a plasterer by trade, I'm a taxi man, and now I'm a councillor. I paid my taxes all my life. I want the single mother that was left behind to get my taxes. I want the people struggling with addiction to get the services out of my taxes. I want young couples that are trying to get on the property ladder or rent the property, them to get my taxes. I don't want illegal immigrants that are coming in and sponging off the state, pretending that they're in integration.
And how is this affecting the community?
Oh, it's just shocking. Everybody's afraid of their life. I have a stick. I go for a walk and I have a stick. And I carry the stick because I say if anyone came near me, I'd give them a bang of it.
Yeah.
You know.
So you obviously don't feel safe then?
Oh,
Is that
no,
the case
not
for
at
other
all.
people?
No, don't feel safe at all.
What do you want to be achieved by the protest today?
Want them home. They need to go back home. Where did they come from? They're in every country as far as I see. What's this all about? It's nothing to do with wars.
We have the same problem in the UK as well.
Yeah. So what is it all about? Men. As I seen a comment and it said, when men is going to war, they leave their families at home. When men is fleeing war, they bring their families with them. They're all coming over here on their own.
Do you see many women and children?
Very, very few, because men run to war and leave their women and children behind where they're safe. And if they were running from war, they're deserters and they're never going to be any good to our society anyway. See, like the whole system in Ireland seems to be that they're pushing for more Garda, more control over everyone's life, and to live in a complete nanny state where they look. We're heading for Agenda 2030 in a big way, which is Marxism, and Marxism is worse than communism at the end of the day. Like,
What about our citizens? What about our daughters? My daughter goes out with her friends. Why should parents in Ireland have to stay up till 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, worrying will their daughter walk in the door? Why is that? Why should I have to worry about that? Why do I have to worry when my young kids go over to the shop? Are they going to come back? I have to collect them from this game. I have to bring them to this training. We didn't have to live with that before. Yeah, we had a few problems, but not to what we're getting now.
There's, issues all over the world with immigration. Here in Ireland, exactly how many people are we talking about that are coming in illegally?
Illegally?
Yeah.
You couldn't put a number on it.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't know the way they're bringing them in. They're bringing them in left, right and centre. The eyes of the world are on Ireland now at the minute. I actually got a follow back off General Mike Flynn today. I'm absolutely delighted with that. And he's I quote tweeted a video we put out asking Donald Trump and the Americans not to invite the Irish government over to the White House for St. Patrick's Day. They don't deserve it. They do not represent the true Irish people of this country. They're destroying it and they're ruining any future their children have in this country, so they had to be stopped.
Children's safety, his children's safety, their children, their grandchildren's safety. It's not up for negotiation. I'm not here to negotiate with the doll the safety of my children. I'm not negotiating that. Who did he think they are? They don't care about our people. They failed us. They're all the same. It's about the money. They give themselves massive salaries, 120 grand, plus expenses left, right and centre. And they live in a bubble. While the average, as I said, young couple are sleeping on their ma's couch and they can't get a home.
So what happens, after this protest? Where do you go from there?
Just keep going. We're not stopping. This country belongs to the Irish people and we're not giving it up for anyone. So the sooner the better they get that message to their heads right. We're not going anywhere. This is our home and we're giving it up for absolutely no one.
And what can the people of Ireland do to get behind you and support you?
You need to start saying fair play to these lads and all the comments and blah blah blah. Get up off your arse and get out and join us. Right, we need bodies out on the streets here to push back against these monsters.
And it's heartbreaking. It really is heartbreaking. And we have to do this for children's future, or otherwise we'll have no country.
If they're watching this, what message would you like to send to them?
The Irish government, stand down. You're not wanted. You're not wanted in this country. You're not for this country. You're the most anti-Irish show of scumbags that I've ever seen in my life, and you have to go.
I'm Sammy Woodhouse at Rebel News, and I've travelled from the UK to Rosslare in Ireland for the illegal immigration protest. Now, we here at Rebel News aren't government funded, so of course we need your help and support with donations to fund our journalism. So if you would like to get behind me and support me in all of my work, then please head over to migrantreport.com. Thank you.